Hi, welcome back to Outdoor Gear and Skills. Had interesting conversation today with my credit card company about my dispute with Alpha Gear, and I had to give them some documentation because they somehow were able to get a hold of these Alpha Gear clowns, and they claimed that the product was fine, nothing's wrong with it. And the documentation that I sent them was my confirmation, purchase confirmation, and the shipping confirmation. I showed them screenshots of their website where it has a 30-day money-back guarantee. And then as you scroll down and you get to the contact us, there's no phone number. I didn't really look for that. Obviously I'm going to be doing that from now on if a company doesn't list a phone number. And, I'm trying to sit there and rely on them to answer email. And I sent them 5 email messages that they still haven't replied to. And I still cannot find anything on YouTube, on their manual, on their website about how to make Strava work on this. It's still got some battery because it's been sitting here. I haven't used this. I haven't worn this since I disputed it in early August. And I have charged it a few times, but not used it. And it's showing that today is Thursday the 24th. It's actually Saturday the 26th. It says that it is 3:05 a.m. It is actually not that. As you can see, the sun's going down, so it's Saturday evening. But this watch did not do what it performed. And part of the issue is my credit card company told me to contact the vendor. There's no phone number. They won't answer their emails. Any of my messages. There is an address in, I believe it's pronounced Doral, Florida, and it specifically says not for deliveries or returned items. And I have no way to contact them. I can't get a return label, shipping address. And the bottom line is, this watch didn't do what it said it would do. And the battery life was better than my Apple Watch, so I will give it that. I did like I was able to choose the watch face. I did like having the color. It's monochromatic on the Instinct 2X Solar that I have. I would like to have had color, but everything else about this Garmin Instinct 2X Solar has been fantastic. I was able to go into the Garmin Connect app and just kind of mess around with it last weekend, and I found where I can go in and change the layout of my sports activities. So, for example, when I go to do a mountain bike ride, it was telling me my distance, my speed, and it was telling me my elevation gain. And that was fantastic. Elevation gain is such a bonus for me. That's one of my big drivers when I'm mountain biking out on the logging roads out here. And so that's a big bonus. I was able to go in and change that for hiking, for hunting, for mountain biking, for a bunch of sports. Change the layout, choose between 3, 4, or 5 fields that it'll show during that activity and what those fields represent. So now on my biking, I actually changed it up so it shows me my elevation gain, it shows me my heart rate, the time, and I was able to actually set it on auto pause. I believe Strava, when I would use my phone, is or the app on the Apple Watch, is set for about a 15-second delay. This one is on the Garmin is 2 seconds maybe. When I stop, it stops. So I really like that. Otherwise, it was showing kind of a longer ride as I'm stopping to stretch, or I'm getting my camera out to take a picture or something like that with my phone. So I like that I was able to change this with an auto pause when I stop moving. But fantastic. This watch has been such a great tool for me. I am going to head to Rome in a few days. Expect to be walking all over the place for a few days, and then 4 days in Spain, 1 day in Portugal, and then a transatlantic cruise. So a lot of walking, a lot of pickleball coming up, and weightlifting with my buddy, with our friends going there. So we've got a lot of good activity that we're going to be doing, a lot of exercise. And I love that the Garmin is so fantastic for all of this. Really just the long battery life was what I was looking for out of the box to beat the Apple Watch. And this thing has killed it. I charged it several days ago, and it is sitting at 17-day battery charge on it right now. So I expect that maybe I charge it once during my 14-day cruise just to kind of keep it there, but it's also solar, so that's fantastic. I do wish that it had a little bit of color, but I don't think that I would necessarily go change it to a different watch within the Garmin line, unless it was right around the same color. But the functionality has been awesome. I like the big 50 millimeter face on it, and I just like kind of the subdued, slate. I guess it's kind of slate gray, blackish. So, I really wanted to like this Alpha Gear watch, but I would recommend just do not mess with these guys. They literally will not. Every time I emailed them, I'd get an auto reply saying that they would contact me within a few hours. And I've sent 5 messages, and they have not responded to me once. So every one of their reviews, when you just go straight on their website, is 5-star whatever. I would probably give this, 4.5, 4.75, something like that out of 5, because the color would push me to a 5. But super happy with this. It was a little bit more than twice the price of this Alpha Gear, but it is 10 times the watch. So it, a little more than double the price, and literally 9 to 10 times the watch. The functionality is doing everything I want. And so I love that. I'm really thankful to my son-in-law that put me on to the Garmin as I was kind of looking at Suntoe and a couple other things. So I would stay away from Alpha Gear and any other smart watch that uses the Desfit app. That thing is so basic and primitive, it doesn't do crap. There are a lot of them out there that are doing this. When I looked to replace it, I was coming across that quite a bit. So thankful to have the Garmin and the Connect app. And there is so much functionality as far as the watch face, and if you're doing the light or dark mode. So they've got both options. I can download other faces, and I may mess with that. But it was really, I kind of really like the one I have. So I'll take a look at that. But if you happen to get one of these, go check out Desfit, Desfit. He had a fantastic video on this watch. It was about 14.5 minutes, and it just taught me everything that gave me a good base to dig into the app and everything last week. And, such a big instruction manual that's a little cumbersome. So thanks to Desfit to help me out with that. And I'd love to hear what you're using, what you love. Do you use one of these type smartwatches, a Garmin, a Suntoe? Or are you using an Apple Watch, or using a Fitbit? I would love to hear about that. As always, thanks for watching Outdoor Gear and Skills, and we'll see you out there.